It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Hey, it's the Bob and Tom Show. January 19, 2021. Woohoo! We're here live.
Special day.
Deal with it.
We're going to be taking trucker requests in honor of Pat Godwin renting a truck and endangering the lives of thousands on the road, almost blowing up a gas station. We'll hear all about it coming up. I'm so excited. Truckers out there, just send us your request, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We appreciate the quality truck drivers that are out there, not the amateurs. Back to you, Chick.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Chick.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, Chick.
Christy.
Hi, Chick.
Ace. Willie.
Hey, Chick.
You're painting a beautiful picture. Go, baby. Go, Daddy.
I was just
keep talking, man.
As you know, we were discussing it yesterday. Mr. Godwin had quite the adventure, moving his entire
What a
life
that was.
from a storage. How many storage sheds did you have?
One big one.
One big one. Okay.
Yeah, that was a big truck. Saw the picture.
I would never do that again.
You can see it on Pat's Instagram. That's a
26-footer with my car in the back.
And you were towing a car
In a snowstorm. A lot of fun.
By yourself.
No, I had my ex-wife's boyfriend with me.
If this isn't if this isn't a movie,
Okay.
Oh, it's a movie.
You had to take a real man with you?
Yeah.
Whoa.
well, I think right there we've got the slug line.
Did he
had to take a real man with him.
Did he convince you that was a great shirt? Is that what he did?
Told you, Pat.
He loves everything I do.
Wait, Pat, can I ask something?
Where?
Did all the trouble on the road happen after, in your Instagram post, it was very poetic. You used alliteration, hyperbole.
Sure,
Was
yeah,
this all
he's creative, yeah.
before everything bad happened? Did you post that before or after?
It was before I almost took the gas station out when I turned.
Ah, man.
Because at first the road trip looked so poetic for you.
It was sort of fun for a while, but then the truck kind of jumped up and down, and if you were telling a story, you sounded like Catherine Hepburn.
Oh, yeah, the air ride?
Yeah.
So you drive your car to
Lima, Ohio. I pick up my ex's boyfriend, Nate, and then we go the 10 hours to...
So you and Nate
a year ago, I had
chum up, do you?
A year ago, I had a fist fight with him. Now we're best buddies.
That's interesting.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
It is.
It's life, you know?
Yeah, it is. It sure is.
I'm really glad he
What
helped.
kind of boundaries do you have?
You know, that's a great question. We kept it light. He asked me questions about me, and I politely gave him my stories.
I'm sure there are certain topics that you probably have to stay away from.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I enjoying that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have.
She started shaving yet? That sort of thing.
Yeah. I would hesitate to give any more examples.
Right.
I was just curious if the boundaries had been stated or
No, they were just there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Did he drive?
No, I drove the whole way.
Why?
There and back. That's just the guy I am.
I've driven with you. I wouldn't let you drive for 5 minutes.
I get distracted easy.
I was terrified. You drove me to pick up my car once at the shop. I thought I was going to die.
You a lot.
So you drive there, you rent this giant truck.
Yeah, we get a hotel. I get 2 rooms. They charge me $500 deposit. That's what they do now. It's a new policy with your debit card. That was fun. I get that back in a year, maybe.
Yeah. And, yeah, that is a bummer.
$250 smoking charge for a room
What?
now if you have a debit card. Yeah.
I don't understand. You don't smoke.
I know.
They hold it until they make
hold it,
sure
yeah.
you didn't smoke.
It was an Econo Lodge. Gee.
So I'm sorry. Well, so you and her. Wait a minute. I'm confused here. So you're driving to a different state in a large truck.
Yeah,
with
Coast.
towing your own car.
No, I drove there in my car. Got the truck.
And then drove
Right.
back
They
in
hooked
the
it
truck.
back on the back of the 26-foot U-Haul.
Nate could have at least driven your car.
You know what? Then we couldn't have got back from Lima, Ohio to my place without 2 cars making that trip. So.
It's like a
I see. Okay,
It
that
still
makes
was a bad
that makes
idea.
sense.
That's
Why
a
didn't
better
you?
idea.
What's that company called? They movers, 2 ex-boyfriends in a truck, where they.
I think, though, I speak on behalf of all the employees here at the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes.
Whatever happened on the weekend prohibited you from coming to work yesterday. Is that right?
Oh, I was still moving yesterday. I had
I don't care. I don't care.
It doesn't take all day.
Come to work.
That's the big guy.
Christy, am I right?
Yeah, I mean,
Come to work.
I told him last Thursday that this was going to take a lot longer than he thought. I said, just take Monday off.
Why not Tuesday? What are you doing here? You got to go back and move.
Oh, he's not prepared. We haven't written anything for today's show.
You like alliteration so much? We'll just call you part-time Pat from now on. There you go,
good.
alliteration.
Okay, Pat, let's get to work here as Chick suggests. I'm going to give you a couple
As I suggested.
couple headlines, and I want you to come up with a song for one of these.
All right.
Without giving too much away, we have a
As he
story.
gives too much away. I think your fan's on, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. I was just trying to kill
I
the
just thought we were
COVID.
broadcasting from an airplane.
Sorry.
well, if you were here before everybody else and heard him sneezing, you would understand why those fans are running.
Oh, if you were here, I was walking in the hallway.
Yeah.
You know, we don't. Our rule is we can't talk before the air because
Sure.
it ruins the show.
Right.
So I walk at him. He's coming at me, and he goes, "Hey, there's a fan for you there in the hallway." No, he goes.
No, so
"There's
one of your biggest fans is here to see you.
He said there's something for you there in the hallway.
There's
What
a
I
huge
thought.
there's a huge oscillating fan in the hallway.
Right.
It was
I'm
a
trying
big
to
fan.
blow
Yeah.
the COVID out.
Yeah.
It was a Bob Zaney joke. Is what it was.
Sure, I was trying to prepare. I was going to hand that to Ace, but
Idiot.
Ace is here for the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Thank you.
Thank God.
But Pat, we got to
Wow,
come up
that
with a
was
song
nice.
for us.
That's
You
a
got to
lie.
get back to work. You got to get your guitar chops and your mentally.
I have a sliver in my finger, so that's what
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got a Band-Aid there.
it's still in there.
Miss
too.
Ross has a sliver in her finger.
Well, looks like Pat's on the injury reserve list for the week.
You can't get a splinter out of your finger?
I could not.
Sometimes it's real difficult, but what kind of Band-Aid you sporting there?
It's a Mickey Mouse.
Everybody who has ever had kids
Yeah.
has had to go to some high-level meeting. And Will Johnson, thanks for coming. Can't help but notice the
Scooby-Doo Band-Aid.
the Band-Aid on your finger.
I hope the Paw Patrol can put your hand back together.
Pat, I'll just give a couple of teasers here. You might want to turn one of these into a song. We have Gwyneth Paltrow. She's got those famous candles that allegedly smell like her front naughty.
I could do something with that.
One of them exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
We have you can make your own color lipstick. We have a song about a news story about a camel. We have a news story about hippos. We have an odd news story about Jamie Lynn Spears. I don't know who that is.
That's Brittany's little sister.
Brittany's little sister.
Oh, so you talk about D-list.
Excuse me, she was the star of Zoe 101.
Yes, she was.
An incredible show.
Great
Took place
little
at the
show.
fictional boarding schools, Pacific Coast Academy.
Yes, right on the
PCA.
ocean. It was gorgeous.
I'm surprised your girls don't know who she is.
I don't, honestly.
Her and Sliwa, JoJo, whatever the hell her name is. What's her name?
Is she in that?
I don't know.
No.
That she's incredibly famous.
Yeah, there
I
you
would
go.
wager.
JoJo, whatever her name is. I went to.
She's a TikTok star, isn't she?
Jojo Siwa?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she sold out a gigantic basketball arena.
Curtis
Last year.
Sliwa was the head of the Guardian Angels.
She started on that dancing show, the little.
Any of these trip your trigger, Pat?
I like the Gwyneth P one because I have.
Okay, then we'll do that. We'll do that one, and then we'll move forward. I want to hear about. Now, you almost took out a gas station. Is that correct?
Yeah, northern Indiana. I was running out of gas, and the whole trip I've been going to bigger gas stations like truck stop areas because you really have to.
Yes, yeah.
How far does that thing go in a tank?
It costs $90 for half a tank. I can tell you that.
What are you doing at half
So why
of
don't
the
you fill
time?
the thing so you don't have to stop and
I couldn't afford to fill it.
Oh, my Lord.
Remember the hotel and the $500 they're holding. You
So
don't
wait
remember
a
that
second.
part?
So you get to a
$1,200
gas
for the
station.
U-Haul.
You don't even top it off, knowing you're going to have to stop at another. How do you get more money between the two gas
Yeah.
stops?
No. I mean, I
Are you
stopped.
stealing wallets at the Waffle House? What are you doing?
It was on E, and I was running out. Snowstorm, northern Indiana. I pulled off in Marion, Indiana, but it was a tinier gas station, and I made the turn, and then I was a half inch from taking out the whole pump. So a guy next to me, I went, "Oh, this is bad." But a guy next to me, he eased me back out. You know how the car moves one way if you put the steering wheel. It was just horrible.
Right, it's the opposite.
Why
Yeah.
didn't you go to a truck stop?
There were none, and I was going to run out of gas.
That's
Yeah,
interesting. Throughout the Midwest, I've often noticed, I don't know about you guys, no truck stops.
Yeah.
Except every exit.
Yeah, at least every other exit. But and Christy, didn't you say it wasn't a snowstorm? It was a snow
It
squall.
was a squall, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
all the way, not a snowstorm. Yeah, that's the exaggeration part of the story.
See?
Oh, if you Never mind. I'll just drive myself crazy.
Yesterday, we were told the convenience store attached to the gas station needed to be completely evacuated. Is that true?
Yeah, that's right.
About 4 people came out to help me.
Oh, okay. So it really wasn't evacuated.
Including the owners.
Did you or did you not tell Tom it had to be completely evacuated?
He added that part, probably. I said the whole place helped.
Both of you are just
if the whole
liars.
place came out, that means they've evacuated it because they're all going this way, so you don't back the car into
there was no one in the store. It was a tiny little mom and pop place.
That's why he shouldn't have gone there with a truck with
Never.
a car to be towed.
I've been in the position you were in with a truck before, Pat, where all of a sudden you go, how come there's not a truck stop for 40 miles?
Yeah, exactly.
There are areas where
On 69, yeah.
Yeah.
At least I would assume you would have filled the tank.
Yeah.
Anticipating that problem?
Right. Well,
Now, you don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you haven't thrown your back out moving all this stuff?
No, that's perfect. I just got the sliver and a cut on my hand.
Okay. The sliver.
It hurts, though.
It does hurt.
It hurts a little, yeah.
sometimes the smallest injuries hurt the most.
Okay, well.
That's true.
What are you,
right.
his attorney? What's going on over there?
Well, we'll move on here. Pat Godwin rented a truck over the weekend and towed his car behind the truck and filled the truck with all of his possessions and finally moved his stuff in. And it was quite an ordeal. You drove through the snow. You had your, I want to get this straight, you had your ex-wife's new boyfriend as your co-pilot.
Yep.
Again,
Thank you, Nate.
That should be a sitcom.
That, to me, is the story.
Well, don't make fun of him. He had to bring a real man with him. He couldn't get the job done himself.
What was the greatest thing that you found, Pat, in that storage unit? Was there one item that really stood out that you missed?
All my brother's artwork, all those pieces.
cool.
Yeah, it was really cool to see that again.
That's
Very emotional.
Yeah.
But and you got a washer and a dryer that you don't need because you've got a
I
washer and
already
dryer.
gave it to charity yesterday.
Okay, very
nice.
nice, very nice. And
Pulled that out myself. They don't go up there to help you.
Well, I hope that Charity was grateful, Pat.
They were.
you hauled a washing machine by yourself?
Yep.
Down the steps?
Yep.
Man.
Ah, well.
Oh, God. You had a dolly, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Did you have a lift gate?
No, just the regular hand.
A ramp?
Hand truck.
You have a winch? Got a winch? You need a winch.
You had a dolly. Well, that's the closest thing you've had to having sex in a while, I'm guessing.
Felt good
Hello,
to rub up
Dolly.
against that,
Isn't it Dolly's birthday today? Did I?
Is-
Dolly Parton, yeah.
I may have seen that.
You have a new song for us, Pat, about,
do, yeah.
about your move?
Do you want to hear it now?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Here we go. George Thorogood.
Start now.
All right.
My stuff's in storage back in PA. Got a big old truck, and I'm on my way. I'm going to move my things over.
Move my things over.
And I'm not hungover. Not hungover. Gotta get my stuff, yeah. It costs too much to store. Oh, the truck's all loaded, towing my car behind. My ex's boyfriend's here, and I'm driving snowblind. You better move it on over.
Move it on over.
Move over, Range Rover.
Move over, Range Rover.
You better move it on over, cause I can't keep this thing in my lane. Ow! Gotta make a stop, a gas gauge is on E. There's an acre to turn, but I'm gonna need 3. Better move the pumps over.
Move the pumps over.
I might run the pumps over.
Run the pumps over.
Move over gas pumps, cause
Yes.
I've heard of a fade out, but a flame out?
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, boy.
Apologies to Mr. George Thorogood. That's great, Pat. And all true except for the explosion.
No, yeah, you didn't
No,
blow anything up.
But you did have to have several people
The whole
exit.
store came out and helped me. The owners
Exit so you didn't run stuff over.
Well, yeah, they
was-
didn't want you blowing up their store.
It was a half inch away from disaster.
Oh, boy.
Was there a little girl that went to go, oh, Mommy, Daddy, that's Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show.
That did not happen. That would have been pretty cool. The guy that I asked, I picked the roughest, toughest looking guy. Well, that guy's going to know. And he did. You got to move that steering wheel to the left, get that thing.
Oh, he knew how to help you?
Yep. Okay. I saw you coming in. I go, that boy's not going to make it.
Yeah. That's how a lot of prison movies begin.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, roughest, toughest guy went up, punched him right in the mouth, and he kicked my ass.
There he is. There's Costaki. Once again, Siri calls you Costaki Economopoulos.
You have your puppy?
He's got the doggy.
Oh, look at that little dog.
Look at that little Gooch.
Aw.
Gooch, how are you? How old is Gooch?
Gooch is 14. He's losing some vision. He's getting confused sometimes.
Little feller. What a
We
cute
love him.
little guy.
He long predates me, Gooch. He's been around a while. He's my stepdog.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now Costaki.
He's getting up there in age, huh?
Oh no.
He's
Chick.
14.
Chick.
Extra. Remember that Jared Porter guy who we said earlier had sent nude pictures of himself to the foreign reporter? The New York Mets just let him go within the last hour.
Wow.
He has been fired by the Mets. So there you go. He sent explicit photos of himself.
And they proved they were him, huh?
Unsolicited.
Unsolicited photos to a female reporter in 2016.
Yeah, he didn't give them much choice.
Yeah, even if solicited, not a good idea.
Right, but at least then you may not get a complaint. You know, she wouldn't complain.
Oh,
but then they're going to be posted at some point if things don't go well in the future.
True.
Right.
You're going to be, Costaki, I can tell from knowing you for years, this is not something that is in your repertoire.
No. I very early in the cell phone age, I messed around a little bit in the prior universe, but no.
I would not have even thought of that.
I'm with you. It's a terrible idea.
Did you take your glasses off and put them down there for scale?
Oh, God.
For scale.
Yeah, makes it look like it's a nose, you know.
Yeah, you got to put a dime or something.
Give them
in
the
there,
name.
so.
Hi, I'm Dick Lenz.
Right. Yeah, it's always a bad idea.
Speaking of bad ideas, this is a good idea. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Costaki's great new idea. I just love this idea, Costaki, in which you ask your fans and our listeners, and they do cross, to go to All Pro Lines on any social media, All Pro Lines, and send you their thoughts about what's going on at present. We're discussing the NFL. And it's a cool thing, and I know you've got a lot of people weigh in, including Bob, I understand. What's going on over there?
That's right. It's fun. We'll get to some of those lines that the Peanut Gallery wrote. It's fun. I really enjoy it all. We got a lot to cover. 4 great teams left. The big story is, of course, 2 of the NFL's biggest stars, Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, knocked out with concussions. Last time this many bells were rung, we got a new pope. Right? It's been
Hey!
Mahomes looked so lost, they hired him to coach the Chargers. Am I right, everybody? Alternate punchline. Mahomes had so much trouble standing up, they put him in Donnie Baker's band.
Uh-oh. You're on a list.
They were able to fix up Lee Majors, no problem. Surely they could do something with their $500 million man. Well, at least there was a peaceful transition of power to Chad Henne, so that's good.
He did okay, huh?
He did great. Chad Henne did to the Chiefs, though, what no defense has been able to do. Keep it from scoring, to be fair. Concussion testing is harder for NFC quarterbacks because they're so old. They're already confused about what down it is and which house is which. Right. So we did. Here's one of the lines that we put up on All Pro Lines. If Mahomes can't go this week, the Chiefs should blank, right? So I wrote, throw Josh Allen on a flaming table, start former punt, pack, and kick champion Andy Reid.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen that video, Tom, where he's like a 6'2", 280 when he was like 12? Yeah.
It is hard to believe it's real. It's so great. So one of the fans posted this line, which I think is great. If Mahomes can't go this week, the Chiefs should realize they don't have any good options and go Mahomes.
Oh, my Lord.
Don't quit.
In heaven.
The Rams lost. Tough week all around for guys with horns on their heads. Aaron Rodgers treated the Rams like family. Oh, it was
not well.
Oh, no, that's
not good.
That's mean.
Aaron Rodgers had more time in the pocket than my high school condom.
Oh, wait a second. Let that one steep for a second. That is a fine joke, Costaki. Self-defecating, as Donnie would say.
That's right. Self-defecating humor. That's right. To which Bob Kavoyan chimed in, but Aaron sometimes leaves the pocket, unlike your high school condom. That's true. I might still have that thing.
Old guy Nice.
Aged, wrinkly elders. Bony.
Which leads us to this. My favorite one this week. We'll close with this chunk. Brady and Brees were so old, blank. That's the one that got the most action in the history of all pro lines this week. Do you got one of those rim shot things we can hammer through?
Of course.
Oh, that's a good one. Brady and Brees were so old, they remember when defenses were actually allowed to hit them.
Oh, now?
Brady and Brees were sold when they started playing the Dead Sea, just had the sniffles.
I love it.
They remember when the British stormed the Capitol. Their helmets have
Okay, sneaking it in. All right.
their helmets have life alert systems. They don't need mouth guards. They just take out their dentures. The original uniforms were blue coats and gray coats.
They're old, you see.
Yes.
This one's for you, Josh. All they wanted for Christmas as kids was a new penny farthing.
It's a bicycle.
Their highlight reels are actually reels. Their stats have arthritis.
Yoo-hoo.
I love these.
They keep score on an abacus. Their rookie cards are on stone tablets. They're old, you see.
Who are these fellows again? I've forgotten.
This is Tom Brady and Drew Brees.
Oh,
They're
yes.
so old. They both missed their senior year because of the prior pandemic.
Oh.
The Spanish flu.
Yes.
This is
1919.
12
It's just, he is a Buster Keaton.
They're old. Their signing bonuses are paid in Mesopotamian shekels.
Obsolete currency. Yes, old money, you see.
They're only 42.
Yes.
They tell Clint Eastwood to get off their lawns.
Oh, I love that
Gran
one.
Torino.
Their prom theme was Fire Bad.
Man.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to